Hello, friends. Hope you're doing well. So, we are back with another stupid arbitrary goal update for you. It is the end of March. It is now April 1st, officially. And, yeah. So, it's the end of the first quarter of the year. Let's take a look at where we're at. So, currently we're at 18.42%. Which puts us 6.72% behind pace. I did some upgrades on the spreadsheet. I color coded it, so now these pink ones are kind of the fitness goals, these blue ones are the experience goals, and the green ones are my business goals. Yeah, so there is 92 days left until the midday of the year, July 2nd, and that is the one day of the year where I reset my goals, and I already would not reset, but like balance. I just have one day where I'm allowed to rebalance the goals, and I'm already seeing two that are gonna get rebalanced. First of all, this Warhammer goal I'm destroying. I'm already at 43% completion, which feels pretty good. This kettlebell goal is, I'm very far behind. I'm not too worried about that though. The one that I really want to change is the hockey training goal, which we'll get to that. But so anyway, the rest I feel pretty good about. I'm a little behind and a lot behind, but I think that's gonna come around. So if we look at the progress update, you see we're at 18.42% completion, which normally by the average end of the month, normally I'm at 18.44 by the end of April. So I think I'm doing pretty dang good this year. Is kind of how I'm feeling. So I got that right there to make that update. So let's look at some of these. So on the bike miles, we got a little bump, but I'm still way behind on that goal. The hockey training got a bit of a bump. The Apple Watch goals got a pretty solid. I'm holding pretty steady on this one. I'm feeling good about this one this year. The kettlebells, I mean, you see the logarithm. It increased by double twice. So ostensibly this could be 12% by the end of this month. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but if you look, there's a lot of 0 days on here. But since halfway through March, I haven't had a 0 day, and I hit a big 10,000 day, so I'm feeling pretty good. The numbers are going up. The average weight is at 28 pounds now. It started the year much lower than that, so I'm feeling pretty good about that one. I knew that one was going to be the second half of the year is where that was going to really blow up. Because this first half of the year was kind of just getting the structure right, doing it slow, doing it right, not hurting myself by pushing too hard. And now I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of using the 44-pound kettlebell for a lot of things, and I can kind of use the 53-pound for a couple things. And the goal was written to be 6 days a week using the 53-pound kettlebell for 200 reps. And so if you think about the 44-pound is almost there, you just do a couple more reps, and then eventually I should hopefully be, using the 53-pound as the working weight here soon, and then it'll be, then I'll be using a 60-pound, then I'll be using a 70-pound, and then the goal will kind of start to run downhill. At least that was the thought process there. Books, holding strong on that one. I am slightly ahead on that goal. Unique experiences, I got a really good bump this month. I'm pretty happy with that, considering that this last month me and my girlfriend said we were not going to eat out this month, and I am happy to report we only ate out one time, maybe twice. The one time was she had a medical procedure where she had to fast for like 2 days, and so I was like, okay, we'll get your favorite food after that. And then we also got Costco hot dogs, which I'm not really counting as eating out because we were at Costco. Anyway, we didn't go to Costco just for the hot dogs. Warhammer time, crushing that one. business goals, we had the setback. I was paying off my debt. I was feeling pretty good about it. And then my car, all that stuff with the car last month, just set me back and then some. So that sucks. The photo goal, the photos are starting, the photo gigs are starting to come in, which is good. I'm hoping, especially this month, I've got one big job that's like 4 straight days, like full ass, like 12-hour days of photos. I'm expecting it's gonna be, I'll probably take like 10,000 photos. So if you figure I'll probably end up giving them 3,000 or 4,000 at least. That's definitely gonna be, a big bump here for this goal. And then 500 pieces of content. I almost doubled that from 10% to 19.4. I made like 50 pieces of content this month. So I'm hoping I could kind of continue that trend. Be posting more, kind of get do the daily stuff here as much as possible. I know it's gonna get in the way with that big job, and I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Hold on one sec. Got a text from the girlfriend. She texted me because she's going to bed. She fell asleep on the couch, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll sneak away and make a video while she's sleeping on the couch." But yeah, I'll text her. Boom. Okay. Anyway, so I'm feeling pretty good. We're looking back at the goal list. Things are. I'm feeling good about my goals this year. They're kind of the same as they were last year. The bike goal. So I guess here's the things I'm doing differently this month. The bike goal. We're switching out bikes. So we're getting a recumbent bike that we've had, but it's in the garage, and we're bringing that back up here because we had a treadmill, and then I had a Rogue Echo bike up in the living room, and it basically just like, I like the Echo bike, but like you can only go so long on it. It's not super comfortable, and the girlfriend wanted the treadmill because she likes to walk on treadmills, but she just wasn't using it, but she was using the recumbent bike, so we're going to take both those. We're sending them down to the garage today, and then we're going to take the recumbent bike back up, which is good and bad in that it's easier to ride the recumbent bike for longer, but it's getting a mile in it's slower. It's harder to get up. Like on the Echo bike, I can get up going like 20 miles an hour, and it feels okay, but on the recumbent bike, like, it's hard to get to 20 miles an hour on a recumbent bike, but you could sit there for like an hour or 2 hours and it's like you feel fine. So hopefully this will work that way for me. The hockey training goal, so this is one that's just broken. I was realizing this is like the goal is split up into these categories. I'm doing okay swinging clubs and maces. That one's just a little off. The mobility goal's way off, and then the hockey, so here's the thing I realized is, and then this is a bonus goal, so if you look at the data here, it's only out of 4 instead of out of 5, and so what I think I'm going to do on the midpoint days, I'm just going to axe this one, and then this will be out of 3, and you can see that for a 12.69, just that right there will jump us up a good amount. So yeah, and then I'm gonna just roll that into either that'll probably just become a bonus goal basically. So here's what I'm realizing is that as this is written, it would take about 5 hours of effort to get 1% towards this goal, which is just obviously insane. And then I was thinking with 200 hours of hockey and hockey adjacent training, like stick handling, shooting pucks, that kind of thing. Obviously off ice, if I'm stick handling and shooting pucks, like that time is just that time. But if I'm getting on the ice, an hour of ice time actually takes like 2 or 3 hours to do. Because, you've got the whole like pre-game routine. You gotta drive to the rink, you gotta put your stuff on, you wait for the Zamboni to clear, you skate for that hour, then you get off the ice, you get all your stuff off, you drive home, it's like a 2.5 or 3 hour endeavor most of the time. So realistically, like, to get 1% here is more like 6 or 7 hours, not 5. So this goal is just kind of inherently a little broken. But considering that get it at 12.69%. I'm feeling pretty good about how far I've come on that. The rest of them, this one, the step goal, I'm doing pretty good on. I'm behind by about 3%. I think I can make that up. The kettlebell goal, like I said, I think that's just gonna keep ticking upward, especially now that I've done like a 10,000 pound day, which was kind of like the benchmark. And I realized like I could do a 10,000 pound day and not be like destroyed the next day. So I think I'm definitely gonna be stepping up my game. Books, I'm ahead on that one by a good bit. Adventures, we got a lot of new restaurants here in town that we've wanted to try. So once I get my taxes paid, we'll probably be going out there. The weather's getting nicer, so gonna be taking the dog out to the park. Warhammer time. This one, I already have 3 Warhammer games set up like this next week, so I'm gonna be at 50% probably by the end of the week. Pay down debt, make videos, market myself. I've been doing a lot better posting on social, but paying down the debt is really gonna be what moves this needle, and so hopefully the jobs come over the summer and I can just be real aggressive paying down the debt, and I can keep making videos on YouTube, which this last month was one of the best months this channel's had as far as income. Made $21, which is pretty sweet. But the other channel's what's making all the money. And then I started a production company with some friends. We have a YouTube channel for that, which is white noise stuff. And now that I kind of have a grasp on Warhammer, I'm going to start a Warhammer channel. Well, I already did start a Warhammer channel, but I'm going to actually try at that. And I'm going to make Warhammer videos here too. So look forward to that. And then photos. It's just the summer's coming. So the photo jobs are coming. I've got a couple thousand photos to edit still. So I feel like this number just this week will bump up. And then I think I just need to take some more opportunities to shoot stuff in my daily life and be a little more experimental on kind of boring jobs that I normally don't try too hard at. I'd be like, okay, like you got what you need. Like, let's do some weird shit. Yeah. So that's what I got. 92 days away from the middle of the year. Trying to make this number say 50% before that number says 0. That's the goal. So yeah, how are your goals coming? Are you keeping track? If you're not measuring, you don't know. So you gotta measure. What gets measured gets managed, I think is the quote. But like, if you're not measuring your goals, you're not seeing where you're falling behind. Are you really setting goals? I'm gonna bully you into starting a spreadsheet just like me. You could be a big fucking nerd too. Let's do it together. Let's set some goals. Let's have a great year. If you haven't set any goals this year, it's not too late. And don't forget, you can always set stupid, fun goals. Like, you can set a goal where you try as many different pasta shapes and pasta sauces and pasta meats. So you just think about that and like how many different variations on that can you do. You think about like, macaroni, linguine, spaghetti, rotini, bow ties. So that's 5 right there. And then you talk about like cheese, Alfredo, red sauce, vodka sauce, just butter. That right there, 5 times 5. And then you talk about like chicken, salmon, meatballs, sausage, hot dogs. Yeah, that's 5 times 5 times 5. I don't know what that's 5 with the exclamation point or something. Math. You ask ChatGPT if you want to know how many. But just in those 555s, like, that's like 100 some, right? It's like 125 options. Like, you could do that, and that could be your goal for the year, and you could be like, I tried this many pasta. You could do that with grilled cheese sandwiches. Like, there's nothing limiting you to having to do, like, himbo bullshit like I do. Like, you could set weird, fun, stupid stuff. Who cares? It's your life. Have fun. But, like, max out your fun with spreadsheets. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you're doing well. And if not, hey, I hope that turns around for you real soon. And until next time, I'm gonna practice my ending so I don't fuck it up again. But I just fucked it up that time. So, yeah. Hey, I don't know. This is the end of the video. Okay, bye. Thanks.